Hello and welcome back. Today is a little late, but new moon journaling. It was the 17th. I believe it's the 19th today. But the point is that we get it in. Before we start, we'll just take a couple of deep breaths, ground ourselves, and really arrive in this moment. So find a comfortable seat wherever you are. Allow yourself to arrive in the here and now. Notice your body connected to the earth. Mindfully release tension from your shoulders and neck. Connect to the breath that is constantly flowing into and out of your body. And with every inhale, accept a new part of yourself. Maybe you allow your belly to soften a little bit more. Maybe you sit up a little straighter. And on your exhale, releasing everything that no longer serves you in this moment. Allowing the space to be quiet. And taking a moment to sit with yourself, with your own beautiful soul. Enjoying your own company. And not needing anything or anyone else right now. In this moment, you can let go. And simply be. Feeling your fingertips. The crown of your head. The tips of your toes. Maybe you ask yourself how you're doing. And if you don't have an answer right now, that's okay. Just sit and listen. Give yourself the love and acceptance, empathy and compassion that you crave. And know that this is always available to you. Anytime you decide to stop, be still and breathe. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, if you closed your eyes, go ahead and open them as we prepare to journal. Hello again. I always love to just come back to self before I sit down to journal. My new moon journal pages are always the same. It's good to keep something consistent. The full moon journal pages, we come with different prompts. And this is great to check in with that full moon journal or reflect all the way back to any other prompts that you've had. I just like to take note here of how I prepared my space. And it's usually the same ritual for me. So some candles, getting into this space, cleaning up the area. So I always write that down just to keep track. And then the focus of my meditation. So we just did like a really short mindfulness meditation there. And I would say for me, the focus was acceptance and presence, feeling into my body in the moment. And then you could take a few moments to reflect. Reflect on whatever might come up for you. It could be reflecting on what has transpired between our last full moon, which was the 3rd, and now. It could be reflecting on all of the beginning of the year till now. Whatever reflection comes up for you is the right answer for this time. So don't question it. Almost like a brain dump. Just write what comes to mind. My reflection is on how I've been feeling lately. And as hyper aware as I am on change, I am more distracted than I feel like I have been in the previous weeks. Just this week in particular, I just wrote about that, which is okay. Awareness is important, and being able to kind of call yourself out on what is going on, naming it, not being ashamed of it, and then you can move forward and make whatever changes necessary. Setting my intention, I have been really thinking about meditating on my future self and how today I can do things that feed and help and create the version of my future self that I want to be. My intention would sound something like serving my future self daily. And that intention is in action is doing one thing a day, because we always start small, that supports my future self. And my focus right now is on success, money, goals, aspirations. One thing a day that supports my future self in creating the successful life I desire. And I was journaling last night, and now is where we make a mantra. Something when you feel like you're lost or disconnected or just not there, that you could say to yourself that'll like bring you back to this intention, to your intention in action. And last night it was something like pausing for a moment anytime I do anything and asking myself, will this serve my future self? And there are blank pages here, so you can get more in depth, or you can be in your own journal if you want. Our next check-in is August 1st. You could be tracking or writing down what you are doing once a day. I mean, this is just mine. This is not yours. Like, your prompts don't have to be my prompts, but going through and just journaling with how your one thing a day is going, and noticing like, oh, I didn't do my one thing a day today that supports my future self, which is something that I'm focused on. So why wouldn't I want to do that? To bring my life to the next level that I'm desiring that it goes. Because, and I've talked about this in other videos, just saying you want to manifest something and then not doing the action behind it does nothing for you. It just has us in a stagnant state. Yeah. So this was our new moon ritual. It is, I think, July 19th, but the new moon was on the 17th. And this is just a reminder that, like, just because you miss a date of something, or just because you don't do it yesterday, or just because you didn't do it in the time that you had wanted to originally do it, doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it at all. Sometimes I tend to, if I don't hit it on the time that I wanted to do it, I just completely avoid it and don't do it at all. It doesn't get you moving forward. It gets you an empty reflection page in your journal, and when you go back at the end of the year to look at all your past journals, you're gonna be like, oh, I wish that I knew what was going on with myself that day or in that time around that year. So keep promises to yourself and do what you say you're gonna do, because your future self will thank you later. Thank you so much for joining me. Again, we will be doing our full moon ritual on August 1st. And yeah, thanks so much. See you next time.